Welcome, Gotham fans. It's time for us to talk about that green-eyed monster, both jealousy and tonight's episode.
That's right.
I'm here with Daniel Pickett from Action Figure Insider.
Hi, everyone.
And we've also got Alexis Nedd from Hearst Digital Media, as usual.
Hello.
Well, hello, everyone. Before we get into tonight's episode, let's have just a quick commentary on our feelings about last week's episode, since we were not here.
We were not here.
Yes, Alexis, tell us.
I love Butch. Butch is tender. Butch is kind. He is so in love, and I love everything about his character. To me, that was just a Butch character episode, although Nygma needs a good butt whooping after what he did last time.
I was so ready to be done with Nygma last week's episode. If we had the episode, I was preparing like a whole diatribe, which is taking up 10 minutes of the episode about how angry I am at Nygma. I can't believe that he let Tabitha's hand get cut off. I was so pissed.
Were you okay with them just shorthanding the whole thing with their relationship? Just
No,
like
not okay with
her
that either.
mentioning it in passing, like, oh yeah, by the way, they're an item, blah. Like,
I want to see their love. All right, guys? I want to see it.
that
I want to
seems
see it.
so forced and so strange. Just like, oh, here's a piece of information, moving right along.
Clearly, that was the important part about last week's episode. But this week, we got to talk about Jim trying to save Lee from Mario, but also trying to crash her wedding. So, what do we think about the love triangle to end all love triangles? Because you don't want love triangles anymore after this.
Well, was there any ever doubt this season that something was going to go south with that? Like, we didn't know what exactly was, but we knew. I mean, we say they wouldn't end up together, but they're together.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the whole man and wife thing. The whole ceremony happened.
I know, but now, for just a second, I really thought maybe she would just get to marry him and go off and be happy somewhere else. And then
go on to her new TV show.
Yep, exactly. But no, last week's at the very end, it proved us wrong, and then this episode, of course. And then for a second, I thought, oh, maybe he can conquer his, inner rage demon, because he got what he wanted, but no, he couldn't, because she had to say that a part of her was always gonna love Jim Gordon.
But again, it felt a little like old Gotham sloppy writing. The fact that, okay, we move back to Gotham to get married, and this is where we're setting up roots, and he's got a job here, and then things go wrong, we're leaving Gotham.
Yeah,
So we're going out again.
That was a bit rushed. That was a very convenient backdoor.
Yeah. Lily Mitchelson says that they liked the closure with seeing Tetch infect Mario, and I agree. It was nice to see that come back around, for sure.
Do you think that
made things make sense?
Yeah.
Do the doctors at Arkham really think letting him wear like a newspaper hat is the best interest of his rehabilitation? Like the fact that he
loved Tetch's hat this episode. The first thing I saw when I tweeted it, I was like, oh, Jeremy's made himself a little hat. Like, oh, God bless, Mad Hatter. I thought that was precious, but also like definitely against protocol, but it's Arkham.
Yeah, it's like he's in the library, like, I'm going to learn about origami.
This is why they can't get anything done. They can't keep any prisoners, or you mean patients, sorry, patients.
I just feel like if you got a guy calling himself the Mad Hatter, maybe letting him wear a hat around is not in your best interest.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not a trained physician, so I can't speak to that. It just, to me, from an outsider, seemed a little strange.
Aside from Jim getting, I don't know, trying to get closure with Lee, obviously failing, but we have a different relationship that's continuing to blossom. Bruce and Selina, as they traipse through, trying to figure out the Court of Owl's secrets. So what'd you guys think of that?
What was that owl statue going to do? What's inside the owl statue?
Did she actually get it at the end?
She did. She put it in her backpack.
Yeah, she put it in her backpack.
So she managed to escape with it.
But everyone's like, oh, it's the key to destroying the Court of Owls. I'm like, okay, it's either a scroll or a gun.
Right.
And then there was an owl, and I'm like, oh, well, I should have expected that, but I didn't.
Maybe it's inside. Maybe it's like you break it open and it's actually, it's not transparent. There's actually like an extra compartment inside.
Something.
It might be something that can harm the Talons, because Alfred emptied a clip into that guy, and he still kept fighting. So you might want something, because we kind of know from the comics You kill one, there's another waiting in the
Another
wings.
one pops up.
The wings.
The,
owl reference.
Wow, that was amazing.
Oh.
No, but when Selina was still being, sort of standoffish at first, and she was ready to like bounce, and I was like, ugh, if she leaves and doesn't come back this episode, I'm gonna be so mad because all the time I want more Selina, and all the time I get less Selina. So thankfully she came back for Briss. And they even gave him a kiss finally. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, why? I know these are babies, but I want to see them kiss.
It seemed like that kiss was a little off-center.
Yeah,
though.
it was
not
off. It was
strangled.
off-center,
It was like,
but they're
It
babies.
was a corner of the mouth
Yes.
to cheek kiss.
Yes.
It was in this region.
Bruce was still cool with it though. He was like, well, I'm moving on up in the world. So.
Yeah, he was happy with it. Doesn't take much with him. Give him a cupcake and a kiss and he's happy.
No.
but the upper body strength that kid had to have to hold that
Significant.
high-tension wire.
Yeah.
Like, that was impressive.
Yeah, they made a good team. Like Almadia said, she liked how they worked together this episode, and I thought it was great. And I loved that Alfred also, matured enough to let them do it and to trust them.
I'd watch a show just with Alfred kicking people's ass.
I
That was
would in
great.
a heartbeat. Even Maggie, the girl that plays Ivy, she was tweeting tonight and she was like, hey, Sean Pertwee looks really dapper tonight. And I was like, girl, listen. I would watch an entire spin-off of Alfred kicking butt and wearing suits. That's all I need in my
Agreed.
life.
Alfred really, just makes my heart go pitter-patter.
Certainly does.
Well, and then we had Nygma and Penguin. And even more, I guess it was just really an episode all about relationships, huh?
It was.
It was.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, so I know this was, near and dear to your heart, Alexis. So would you like to tell us your feels?
I mean, the Gotham writers giveth and the Gotham writers taketh away. So I know that they treated us to like the glimmer of hope for Nygma Pot and then hacked that hope to bits and then fed it to a very mean dog.
Oh.
And then the dog threw it back up. So I feel like I was kind of expecting something horrible to happen. Obviously, I mean, it's Penguin's fault.
Yeah.
1,000% Penguin's fault. But now there's just no chance of reconciliation. And I just wish Gotham would figure out its queer pathos
Yeah.
because
I think
they're
there's still a
not
chance.
figuring that out.
Do you think there's still a chance?
I think love conquers all. I think those kids are going to find a way back to each other.
He's
I'm not-
a liar.
I'm not giving up hope.
No, but just when Nygma, I thought it was so cruel when Nygma made Penguin think that he wanted me more than friends. Like, I thought he was going to go
Yes.
further. I thought he was really going to make him think that and then break his heart.
I thought maybe they were gonna kiss a little.
Yeah, right.
But
At least
why is that cruel, though? Because he's trying to get to the root of this thing. Now,
Right.
now
So
that the seed has been planted.
Right, but I mean, like he proved that was the reason why. Like that's what he wanted to do. He just wanted
Yes.
to prove.
By
that-
toying with Penguin's emotions
exactly.
so soon after the death of his beloved mother and his father.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think that was like Nygma doing that in and of itself isn't necessarily cruel, but knowing what we know about how Penguin feels, like
Right.
it felt like it was like a
Yes.
cruel joke on the writer's part.
Well,
Exactly.
that seemed a little, and I know we're going to talk about what the future holds
Yes,
for the
yes.
second half, but that seemed a little strange to me. The Edward's monologue about I want to destroy him, I'm going to remove everything that he loves because he loves his mom.
Right, she's dead.
Mom is gone.
Right, dad.
Loved
He loves
his
Nygma.
dad.
Nygma's gone.
Loved Nygma. Nygma's gone. Like everything that he loved doesn't exist anymore.
I guess just being the mayor.
Yeah,
He loves
being the
mayor.
mayor and having power.
Right. Lily just said friend zoned, and I just want to say he was like partner zoned. He was like, I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about being anything, I was talking about not being your employee anymore. It's even worse.
It's true.
Oh my God. But we did get from that, Barbara is gonna get the war that she wanted, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I love Barbara sort of working things behind the scenes. I like seeing her as a puppet master, but I just wish there'd been a little bit more of a moment as a friend to Tabitha of sticking up for her and you know, slapping.
like, how's your hand, honey? Are
slapping
you okay,
Nygma
babe?
Yeah,
Looks like the surgery went really well. The reattachment that we'd never heard about.
Yeah.
Like we
Well, I
knew
mean,
it was
the-
gonna happen, and then it was just there.
I thought she'd get like a
happiness
weird.
that I do get out of this is like the possibility of a polyamorous on-screen relationship between her, Butch, and Tabs. Because I feel like Barbara still likes Tabs a lot.
Yeah.
Tabs is now attached to Butch. Can we just get like a little
throuple?
emotional three-way on
Yes.
screen, please?
Yes, I'm ready for it. I think everyone's ready for it.
I thought that she would lose her hand and get like a metal hand like Butch's, and then they'd be
Aw.
like,
They could
hand
match.
buddies.
They could match.
They'd match. But I'm sure he's got to be looking like, why couldn't they sew my hand back on?
Right.
What happened? Why does she get her hand back?
Oh.
Oh, poor Butch.
The last thing that we wanted, well, not the last thing, but because this was the mid-season finale, right? I didn't make that up.
It is.
Okay.
It was.
What is this telling us? What does the future hold for Gotham?
Well, I think it's an important factor that Jim completely disregarded Falcone's request to
Immediately.
maybe not kill him.
Immediately.
There
The
was
first
no,
thing he did.
Like, hey, stop! I don't want to have to. It was just here's 2 bullets for
At
you,
least
pal.
aim for the leg, Jim.
Yeah, that's what he did to the goons. He knows how to shoot
Fuzzy
people in the
on
leg.
kneecaps. You can just go for those.
Yeah.
Like,
The
oh
coroner's
my God.
not going to be able to cover that up. That
Yeah.
he's got 2 slugs in the chest.
Like, is he gonna go to jail again? Like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. It seems
Oh.
very.
Falcone won't bother with jail.
Right, he's just gonna make his life.
Yeah. So there's got to be some. I feel like there's got to be something setting that up because they very deliberately said, don't kill him. He means everything to me, and Jim just took him out
He's
with.
definitely dead. Like, is there any chance?
He was real dead. It looked like.
Oh, he's
He got
super
shot.
dead.
He got shot twice.
He's dead, and there's no Hugo Strange to be found.
So much. Why are you like this, Jim? I don't know. I don't know why. But we also met Selina's mom.
Yes,
So
Lady
we
Gaga that was
did.
creeping on the
Lady
rooftop.
Gaga. I totally forgot that she was coming, so I was like, who is that person? Like, what's happening here? I was super scared. But then she came, and she wasn't actually very much help, BTW. Like, I really thought she'd at least come and save the day.
Right.
Yeah, she didn't even kill anybody. She was just like, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah. I'll hit the indestructible guy with a flower pot.
Well, that was Selina, though, right?
Yeah,
Or was it
I
the
thought
mom?
that was Mom.
Was that the mom?
Yeah.
That was Mom.
Oh, okay.
Selena
Yeah.
slid
So
down the banister and
she
kicked
did
him.
do something.
But-
she did something.
He was still going.
She's been
She
gone.
kinda helped.
She's been gone for like a decade, but at least she threw some flowers on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think is going to happen with that? Where's that storyline going to take us?
Have we ever seen Selena's mom in the comics? I don't feel
I don't
like we
think
have.
so.
I feel like she was
I feel
mentioned.
like she's gonna dissociate from Bruce a bit, not because she's like, it's mom bonding time, but because all of her abandonment problems are gonna bubble up to the surface and make
Yeah.
having a relationship difficult, especially as an emotionally vulnerable teen.
Yeah. Can we at least see a little bit more cuteness before that happens?
Maybe an episode and a half.
Exactly. An episode and a half is all I ask. Is all I ask, Gotham. But yeah, I'm sure that the mom is gonna pull Selena in and then
Maybe
Throw her back out.
and maybe we get a little love interest for Alfred there.
Oh, that is.
Just
oh
saying.
my.
Yes.
Oh my.
I'm just throwing it. I'm
I didn't
speculating.
That's interesting. All right, you're spitballing
You introduce,
now.
an older lady in
Yeah.
the cast. There's a dapper young gentleman.
Oh, yeah, he didn't get Lee, so may as well give him. Is her name Maria? Is that?
That's true. Why are we pretending that Alfred doesn't deserve
Yeah.
a little smoochy time on screen?
Alfred deserves love as much as the next person.
He deserves a little tiny kiss from somebody.
I think we all have a crush on him after this episode,
true.
so
That's
why
for
wouldn't
sure.
she too? She got to see him kicking ass just like we did.
From this episode.
And many episodes prior. So we have some real life in the room Gotham.
We do, yes. Our friends at Diamond Select Toys are the people that make the Gotham action figures. And they know about our little show here, and they thought, hey, we should send some action figures for you guys to take a look at. So they've done 3 waves of these so far. I think I've got 2 of the waves. The interesting thing about them is there's 2 different versions of all of them. There is a mass retail version, like you could find at Toys R Us, and these are like the mass retail version. So this is Bruce, and then we have Barbara. This is the most recent wave. This is the 3rd wave.
I love.
Victor Zsasz is in this.
Oh,
Yeah.
You got.
oh, that's
I know.
right. He got a cameo
did.
this ep, yeah? Oh.
He did.
So this just comes, the regular versions come, he's got some alternate hands and he's got like a piece of sidewalk there. There's,
Piece of sidewalk.
but the deluxe versions, and these are the kind you can get at comic book shops, come with a set piece. Here, let's close these out of the
that
way.
is deluxe.
So like here is Edward Nygma with his full desk.
Nice.
Like how cool is that?
That's so awesome.
Yes.
Oh, I want one.
So we have the desk here for
Are
that.
there dead body parts in the desk?
That's a good question.
Is
I
that a
don't-
watermelon?
I haven't opened it yet. I will open it. I will let you know that. So there's Nygma. Here is Alfred with the full Wayne Manor fireplace.
Oh. Oh, nice.
Look at that.
The
So you can keep me warm at
entrance.
night.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Alfred.
These were all sculpted by Gentle Giant, the company that does. They're in Burbank, actually. They
I
do
thought
all
you
the.
meant a literal gentle giant.
Well,
The gentlest giant.
The man who runs it is a gentle giant.
Aw.
So, but they do a lot of the, the scanning of the actors' faces. So, and then we have here's Harvey. He comes with like a whole back. What is that? That was a dumpster. Yeah, it's a wall
a
and a
dumpster
dumpster.
where
Yeah.
he belongs.
It's a dumpster?
Yeah.
Are you
No.
kidding me?
I'm not. And here's Zaz too, also with a different dumpster.
Maybe they live in the same
Some
dumpster.
extra hands, his guns.
I don't know.
So,
Maybe they just share their trash.
So
Yeah.
I know like Bruce, the deluxe version of Bruce comes with like a bookcase from
Aw,
Wayne Manor.
nice.
Jim was actually in the first wave. I need to track down Jim Gordon. And then the next wave that's coming is Hugo Strange, Mr. Freeze, and Azrael. So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Really? No fish?
there's not
Not
fish
yet. That's
no.
crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe do you guys think she'll be back in the second half?
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, because
I hope so.
James Mirror Domains, with very cool Mirror Domains, wanted to know what the second half is going to be called. Do we know? Like, has there been any
I was
word
just
yet?
wondering.
Yeah.
Since last year went from Rise of the Villains to Wrath of the Villains, I think it might be something City.
Oh, Mad City and then Sad City.
I
hilarious.
suspect it might be something more Court of Owlsy.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh.
Mad
my
City, Talon City. I don't know.
Talon
Yes.
City, Third City.
Right, Rise of the Talons, Attack of the Talons. I don't know. But yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense to be something Court of Owls related. You're smart. Ooh, maybe one day we get an Arkham City. I like that, Lily.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would have been cool to go from like Arkham, Asylum to Arkham City, but that's fine. That's
Totally.
fine. Do we have anything else that we want to let the people know?
Well, just real quick about these guys. If you're interested, comic book shops have them, or I know Toys R Us has them. You can find them at online stores too from our friends at Diamond Select. So thank you very much for sending those to us.
Yeah. Let me see if I've.
Yes, thank you very much.
Let's see if we've got any other cool. Cruel City. All right, James. I like that.
Cruel City.
Cruel City. That makes
I
sense.
love that.
Yeah. I like. Oh, okay. Lily just suggested, and I have to admit that I didn't have time to check the promo after the episode. Did any
Right.
of you guys check the promo? Is there a promo? Did it
There
tell
was
something?
the briefest promo, barely anything.
Okay, so it didn't tell us anything. So
Yeah.
Lily just said that because what's his face, whose name Mario had Alice touches blood, maybe he's harder to kill. Is that possible? Could he be like?
Ooh.
Could there be like a super strength element?
I don't know.
Maybe like a super healing. It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
the
really.
promo was also very Jerome heavy.
Yeah.
Um,
That's right.
basically-
Joker's coming.
The promo
sorry,
was
Jerome.
just a rehash of his footage from the GCPD when they took it over with the Maniacs
All right.
from part 1 of season 2. So, I mean, they're obviously foretelling his return, which is delightful, and I love it. It's like, but yeah, maybe like the Joker plus Alice's blood.
Yeah. Where did? Oh, because we don't. Okay, what happened to Jerome that we know of? Like, because we thought he was dead, right?
We thought he was dead,
Yes.
but we think he might have been in Hugo's lab
Right.
and released when Fish crashed the bus at the end
okay.
of season 2 because we heard his laugh.
So
we
that-
heard
that's
the
right.
Jerome cackle in
That's
the finale.
right. Okay, so that might be a way, like, to bring Fish back too, if we see Fish with Jerome or whatever.
Might be
Yes. Oh
something like
God,
that.
that's a pairing I never want to see.
I would
But
love to
he
see
might
that
be
pairing.
Jerclome.
Jerclome. Yeah, Jerclome.
Sir.
I mean, that would make sense,
Maybe
right?
Jerome will turn up with Bruce II because we haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, that's
true,
true.
too,
He's gotta
yep.
come back too. So much
Yeah,
has gotta
remember
happen in
that
the second
clone
half.
that everyone forgot about?
But yeah, I basically just don't want Mario to be dead because I don't want Jim to go to jail again. And I feel like he should be in jail if Mario is dead.
But he's still a cop, though. It was,
Yeah, but he went to jail for killing what's his face? What's his
Well, I
face?
mean, it wouldn't be self-defense, but it might be like
Defense of others or
stand
whatever.
your ground.
Yeah,
Although
I don't
they made
know
a big
because-
point that the knife clattered to the ground and was being washed away in the waves. So there's no way to prove that he was going to
Exactly.
stab her.
And Lee doesn't know. I feel like Lee didn't know that he was going to stab her. So
Right.
she's
Yes.
looking at him like he just killed this guy out of jealousy.
Yes.
Right.
So that's why I feel like unless he's not dead, Jim is screwed.
Yeah, I mean that's still extremely aggravated assault.
James told us the promo showed those tanks of frozen people.
Yes, they did. They showed the tanks of people, and they showed Jerome's video. So I think it's
Okay.
like, all right, 2 and 2 make 4. Got
Yeah,
this.
he's gonna be one of the people in. Yeah.
Jerome is back.
I
He was in
gotcha.
a tank.
Yarhar
makes sense.
suggested, Matter City. Mad City, Matter City.
All right.
Okay, I like that one too.
Mad City. Madder City. The maddest
The
Yes.
Maddest City. That's the finale. Matter City, Maddest City.
I mean, I do wonder if we're going to get more Mad Hatter in the next half of season 2.
Yeah, because his story isn't really over, right? I mean,
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
he's
in
at
jail,
Arkham,
so.
but like, Arkham couldn't hold a firefly if I caught it in August.
Right.
Like, those things are going to fly out in a heartbeat.
That's so true.
Yeah, Firefly already got out of Arkham.
Very true. Yeah, where's she?
She's with Jerome.
But yeah, I
Who
agree.
knows?
I agree with James that Falcone is definitely going to come after. Maybe Falcone will be like the big bad in conjunction with the Court of Owls in the second half.
Oh, I would love it. And maybe Fish will rejoin forces. Imagine Falcone with Jerome and Fish on his side.
That would be amazing.
Goodbye, Gotham.
I don't know how the GCPD would handle that.
Oh, God, it would be a nightmare. I love it.
Yeah.
While there's a war going against the mayor and the polyamorous triad that is
That's right. The entire
Butcher
city's just
Rock?
going to go up in flames.
It's true.
Butchera?
Wait, are you trying to come up with a name right now?
Yeah.
Okay, give me your option.
Butch, Tabitha, and Barbara.
Barb Butchaba. Butchatha. No.
Darn, that's hard.
Tab Babs.
Any suggestions from the comments are
Right.
fully welcome. This is
Yeah,
gonna bug
by
me.
January, y'all's homework is to come up with a thruple name
With a
for
thruple
Bruce,
name.
Bruce,
Not Butch.
Butch, Barbara, and Tabitha.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Gotham After Show. Be sure to text us or tweet us your thoughts on what's coming using hashtag GothamAS. And stick around in just a few minutes. We'll be back with Welcome to the Batcave. Bye.
Have a good break.
Bye. Have a good night.